Hello there, this is Daniel Kanow, and welcome to Breakthrough Your Art and the Open Studio Creative Expression Sessions. We're going to be getting started in just a few minutes. Looking forward to seeing some good artwork be made by people around the country as we share the art making process, our wins, our successes, our challenges, and we get critiques and work together to make work that's transformative and powerful. Perfect. We're just finishing getting set up here. There we go. And also, so again, we're doing this Open Studio Creative Expression Sessions. I'm Daniel Kanow, every Wednesday, 3 to 5 Mountain Standard Time. There may be occasional times where I have personal things that come up and I might have to change that, but this week, next week for sure. I think the next week after, I'm going to have to take a week off for some personal things. But it's really great to see the work that people make. It's really fun to see the motivation, the excitement, people sharing with each other and pushing themselves in so many different means. I work in both, you can see abstraction and in landscapes. And we're also going to be doing a new program. It's a 7-day open studio intensive called Concept to Canvas. And that's going to be happening March 17th to March 23rd. Join the Art Breakthrough Collective on Facebook, and you can learn more about it. It's going to be a deep dive into ideation and making work, 1 to 3 to 4 pieces, making it ready for exhibition. And we'll be having an online exhibition on Artsy at the end of the 7-day exhibition. All right. I'll be letting people in now, and we will get started. Hello, hello. Hi, Beth. Welcome back.
Hi. Thank you.
Hello, Margaret. Welcome. First time. Glad you're here. Looks like we've got a couple other people trying to pop on. In the next few minutes, just get yourself prepared with any art project you're working on. It's something new or something old that you're wanting to add to or wanting to share with the group, and get your materials together. It's a good time to just kind of take a few minutes, keep getting yourself prepped. And then once more people come in, we will get started with some art making live. Working together. Beth, tell me again where you're coming in from.
New Jersey.
All right, welcome.
Central Jersey. Where are you?
I'm in Colorado. Hello, Lifus. How are you doing? Welcome.
Hi there. I'm here.
Good, good. Lifus is coming in from Alabama. Margaret, where are you coming in from? You're on mute.
Lakewood, New Jersey.
All right.
Oh, you're not far from me. I'm in Manalapan.
And where?
Manalapan.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's a small world when you join something with nationwide. You're like, oh, you're just down an hour away. That's great. Okay. I think some more people will be coming in, but we will just get started. Lifus has been working in these very consistently. So Lifus, why don't you tell Beth and Margaret, what do you get out of Open Studio? What does it do for you, and why do you like to show up?
Well, I was just talking to my dad about this today at lunch, and it for me, it's the accountability of showing up in the studio at least an hour and a half out of the week. If at all possible, I can come in and create and be with other creators, and whether it's working on a project that's ongoing or a project that I saved specifically to work on here in the studio. Either way, it means it makes it more rewarding to me working with others.
Excellent. Good, good. You know, that point of accountability is so important. You know, as artists, we're generally working on our own in our own studio space or outside doing plein air and not interacting with other artists very much in the art making process. We might interact with artists at gallery showings or art get-togethers and discussions. And this is just a great time to, it's live. Like, as we could see, Beth is already painting. She's in action, putting her work on her pieces. So the idea, of course, is setting up your camera so that, your artwork can be shown if possible. And, what I would like for today is to think about the piece you already have in front of you, whether it's a blank canvas or it's a piece you've been working on for a while. These pieces I've been working on for over a month. And what do you feel like you could do in the next hour? What steps can you take that will allow you to move the needle forward? What is the thing that, like, God, if I could just do that? And so my request to you would be, try to just do that. Even if it seems like, oh God, this is going to be a stretch, just put yourself out there for that. That's what, for me, teaching and coaching artists is all about, is to help them make transformative work, to push their boundaries, and to take risks and play, to make work that feels exciting, that feel it's not AI. It's like we're human. We're making work that's powerful. So looks like we got Michael just joined us. Michael, thank you for being here.
Hey, Hap, how's it going?
Good. Michael's also here in Colorado, same town. Nice to see him on screen. So
Yeah.
good. Well, we got a group of 4 of you. So Margaret, do you have something that you're working on?
No, this is the first time I've ever done something like this, so I'm just going to observe today.
Do you have a sketchbook or anything like that?
My husband's sitting next to me, and I'm holding the iPad, and he's gonna sketch.
Okay, great. Well, you could put him on screen too, and you guys can both sketch together. It's a great thing, because it's like we're all just showing what we can do. Hello.
We have to sit closer together.
Well, let's just do a quick go around. Tell everybody what you're working on and what you would like to accomplish today. What is the challenge or the enhancing color, or what part of your project is where are you at? So, Michael, you want to start? Tell us where you're at with that new painting I haven't seen before and where you are intending to go.
Yeah, so this is this is a rendition of my Old Man in the Sea idea. So I'm going to use some oils to try to kind of bring some vibrancy to the painting. Started working on it like 2 or 3 days ago, and basically he's got a really big beard, and this will be his like face area, and then a hat, and then clothes here. So I'm not sure. I'm not fully sure, but we'll see where it goes.
Michael, what is your grand intention? If you could make this the masterpiece of your life, like what would you like to try and achieve with this painting different than other work?
I think that I would be trying to achieve like just some imagery portraying the emotions of like kind of that harder lifestyle, someone who spent a lot of time outdoors, maybe in the open sea, maybe by himself a lot, and on his own boat. So I don't know. That's just been calling out to me the last couple of times I've painted. It's just that idea of solidarity and like maybe self-employment by like trying to go fishing or just being out in like very like a harsh environment with salt water and lots of sun. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Well, I love hearing that. And one thing I would encourage all of you to do is, we're kind of going to go around. If you have a piece of paper you can take some notes on, is write down what are those things you want to achieve. Michael was talking about solidarity, or kind of capturing that old weathered look. If we can like put it out there in words and name it as we're making our work, it often helps to embellish our work, because then our work has a connection to the written world as well as the imaginary world. So would encourage you to do that. Life is, tell us what you have going on.
I've got a start on let's see, stuck. It's my dog that passed away on our snow day. She fell off the back steps and broke her neck.
Uh,
And and of course we were snowed in. I lived out in the woods, and the roads were impassable for days. And so we were just stuck out here by ourselves. And so I've given a lot of thought to how I wanted to memorialize her. And so I did this acrylic underpainting earlier, so it'd be dry. And now I'm going to attack it with some oils. I've been watching a lot of videos on the theory of the lost color. It's a post-impressionist paint application, and so I was trying to challenge myself to maybe have some of that going on in
Can you
this
tell
painting.
us, Lifus, what that
It's-
means? The lost
Well,
color?
like if you were to assign, a colors into grayscale,
Yeah.
1 through 10, with 5 being the most neutral. You say you have a wall that's all gray number 5. Instead of painting it all gray number 5, you would paint it yellow and green and blue and purple and all the different colors that you can see in it, but with their grayscale value being the same.
Correct. Okay.
Right.
Got it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the concept of, if you can make a value scale with black and white paint or charcoal, whatnot, pencil, and you have your darkest black to your whitest white of your canvas, and you have your mid-tone gray, that we can do that with any color as well. You could take red and you can tone it, and you can have levels of toning till it's like a very, very dark red black. And then you can have a neutral gray red, and then you can have a very bright, vibrant red, which is probably going to be your 1 or 2. And so, yeah, that's excellent. Taking that skill of creating a value scale and putting it into your color theory is an excellent way to get matching between similar feelings, emotion, mood, and tonality through your work. That's great.
And
Beth,
I got this
go ahead.
new tool. It's a catalyst by Princeton. It's real rubbery and silicone. Makes really great marks, and you can remove paint with it or add paint with it.
Cool.
Anyway, this new tool I saw, and I had to have it. So,
Excellent. Good. I look forward to
so
seeing
I
you use.
thought I'd give it a shot.
Cool. The catalyst. All
Yeah.
right. Beth, tell us what you're working on. If you want to give us a show of your piece.
I am working on a piece that I've actually done. This is the 3rd time I'm doing it, because I have this theory that in my art classes, we're always jumping from like a subject to a subject to a subject,
Yeah.
and never spending a lot of time on one type of thing. So I never feel secure. So I did this one.
Oh, very nice. Yeah.
So I liked the rocks on this one, but nothing else. Okay. Then I did this one.
Oh, wow. Look at that development. Great.
And so now I'm working on a 3rd version of it.
Wonderful. Wonderful. When you came to class a couple weeks ago, one of your parting questions was, what's next? And I think what you're doing exemplifies what's next, which is continue to show up, continue to be consistent, and continue to work on the thing that you want to work on. You can make 100 renditions of that painting.
Sure.
Look at Andy Warhol. He had so many versions of one image. And that's a very post-impressionistic style as well. It's like, build that image out, try your different colors, your different energetic ways you apply the paint, the drawing, try everything out. And you might have 20, 30 renditions of the same thing. And then you're like, okay, that was the one I want to make that's 4 by 6 feet, because now I've hit the target and it looks really, really great. So good job making that happen and sticking with it, because that's how you're going to grow the most, for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. Margaret, and what's your husband's name?
Wayne.
Wayne.
Wayne. Margaret and Wayne, what kind of artwork do you guys do? Kind of sketching or drawing or painting?
Well, I've been painting for a long time, and basically I mostly do landscapes now, and I mostly paint in oils. And Wayne?
I just started painting about 3 years ago.
Nice.
I paint in acrylics and oil, and I'm pretty much doing landscapes, but I'm not sure if I'm how I want to branch out, but I'm starting to think a little bit more abstract with what I'm doing.
Good. Good. Well, I'm excited to see if you guys come up with anything today, or if you want to show something you have in your house, please do.
You know what? Most of our stuff is in a show, a local gallery in Island Heights.
Nice.
We have our first couples
Oh,
show.
that's good.
Yeah,
How
it was really
exciting.
nice. Yeah, and it looks good. I can send you some pictures of it on your you'll see what work we do. And my pictures are quieter. Wayne's are very expression filled with expression.
Ah,
Mine not so much.
well, very good. If you want to observe, the only thing I would say is if you can sketch, thumbnail sketch, anything for potential ideas, it just makes it more enjoyable because that kind of creative energy is contagious. You'll as other people
Yeah.
are working their work.
Yeah.
Thank you, Margaret and Wayne, for showing up. Beth, thank you for being here again. Lifus and Michael, always good to see you. Yeah, so let's put a good hour into making some work, and then what we'll do probably in about 50 minutes, we'll come back together. We'll see if everyone's still here, and then we might go in a breakout room of 2 people each, where you can share your work with each other, or we'll do kind of a round robin, kind of short critique. So this is just a time to kind of get, as my daughters like to say, one who's in college, she's like, this is the time to lock in and just get really focused on the process of what you want to do so that you can make some growth and have some fun. Anybody have any questions?
If you don't mind, I have a question for Margaret. Margaret, do you belong to any of the local art groups?
Yes, it's the Ocean County Artist Guild.
Okay.
That's the one in Island Heights. That's where our show is now for
Mhm.
through February. And I'll be there from 1 to 4 each Friday, weather permitting. And I used to belong to Track, and I used to belong to the one in Monmouth County, but I'm spread too thin. We live in the original Leisure Village here, and we have
Oh, okay.
a really active art league, and I do a lot with that. I teach, and I just do a lot with that. We're in the process now of doing a 42-foot mural, outdoor mural that we're getting ready, and I do other fundraisers for them. So I've been really busy.
That's fantastic. Well,
Yeah.
please do share some work with us so we could see what you're doing. A 42-foot mural is
Yeah,
nothing.
I can send it. I can't do it now. I'm technically challenged.
Well, hey, give yourself a pat on the back. You made it here.
Yeah.
Some people get challenged enough they can't even make it on the Zoom call. So that's good.
It was one step.
Yes, exactly. So I'm going to put everybody on mute for about 45 minutes. And again, let's push yourself forward. Make any notes, any brainstorming about what it is you want to be doing as you're working. Sometimes even a new thought comes to your mind, just to jot that thought down and then keep working. I find to be really helpful. So I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with in a little bit, and we'll kind of come back together in about 45 minutes. Sound good?
Okay.
All right, I'm just going to mute all. So if you're doing anything in the background, and if you have any questions, just wave your hand. I'll be looking at the screen every minute or so, and I can bring you back in.
I'm gonna get a pad.
All right, Sean, I see that you've just joined us. We just got into our working phase where everyone's going to be spending the next 45 minutes or so making some art. I'm Daniel Kanow. Welcome to Open Studio. Everyone else is on mute right now. You're on mute as well, but if you want to just introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and if you've got any art you're working on, we generally set our cameras up so you can see the work, and then we just kind of work all together, and then we share our work and talk about what we're working on. You're still on mute. Okay.
Hold on.
There you
Can you
are.
hear me?
Yes.
Hey, I am Sean Callahan, currently in Buffalo. I am a Buffalo Bills fan. I am a suffering Buffalo Bills fan, as well as the Sabres. I'm going to the New York Academy of Art next fall. I've been taking some drawing courses, and I have discovered oil, and I cannot stop. I actually
Awesome.
haven't slept overnight. Buffalo is a big secret. I don't want to take up too much time. I have two themes that I'm working on right now. I'm introducing Buffalo to the world. It was the 20th largest city in the U.S. in 1900. It had a lot of money, the Erie Canal, and a lot of those buildings that were built are big secrets now. And I'm doing architecture right now. My partner works at UB in the architecture department, so I'm picking brains, and I'll leave it at that if that's okay.
Sure. Do you have any artwork that you're working on right now?
Well, that's it. The buffalo, as well as the isolation theme,
Okay.
the modernization. Rothko said, "There's no such thing as a great painting without a message," and
Yes,
I agree with him wholeheartedly.
I
And
agree.
I want to focus. I want to merge two themes. One being, um, let me put it to you this way. Actually, in 1970, there was a survey done where the average U.S. citizen um, had an X amount of square foot house and knew 10 of their neighbors. Now that number has quadrupled as far as square footage is concerned. However, the amount of people that we know has fallen by an order of magnitude. And so there's an isolation coming in. We have more things, we have
Understood.
access to more things, and but what do we do with it? Does it make
Great.
us happier?
Well, Sean, if you have any artwork with you that you're working
I
on,
do.
you could see a hand, everybody's got either sketching or they're painting, they're
Yep.
drawing. If you're able to orient your camera so we could see you working, it would be great. We're going to take the next 40 minutes to focus on what it is that we want to move forward with on our work. I'm urging
Okay.
people to write down any words that come to their mind that have to do, you talked about being, isolation. You talked about kind of things being unnamed or unheard. So like, how can you incorporate that into your work? And then we'll be coming back together in about 40 minutes and we'll have kind of a group go round. Sound
Awesome.
good?
Good stuff. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, I'm just going to mute you and we'll come back on again. If anyone has questions, just wave your hand and I'll get you back on.
All right, great.
All right, it looks like we got one more person joining us. Alfred, welcome. If you can turn yourself off mute and introduce yourself, where you're from.
Unmute. Okay, I think I got it now.
Perfect. Hi, welcome to Open Studio. We got a handful of people here. Everyone's in the art making process. Tell us about yourself. Where are you from? What kind of artwork do you make?
Well, I'm in Arizona. I'm an experimental artist, multimedia.
All right, excellent. Well,
So-
welcome to Open Studio. It's exciting to get artists around the country. We got Alabama, Colorado, New Jersey, New York, and Arizona all showing up today. So that's excellent.
My first time here, so checking it out.
Excellent. So I just asked everybody to kind of take note of what it is they are working on and where they want to go with that work. You know, what would be the kind of most important, impactful things they could do in an hour, and to kind of focus on that and push yourself, take some risk. And then we'll be doing a circle up in about 35 minutes and kind of talk about where we've come. Next time the class starts at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I think you're on Mountain Standard Time or Pacific Time.
Yeah, I was in the car, so I've been listening the whole time. So
Yeah, no worries. I appreciate you popping on. Thank you.
no worries.
Cool. All right. I'm going to, and also for Beth and for Alfred, if you're able to orient your camera so we can actually see your work, that is
I'll try.
the coolest part, because you get to see people actually producing.
All right, I will try. Let me see if I can get rid of the message at the bottom. There we go. Well, kind of hard to tilt this with the thing I got here. I'm on a cell phone.
Well, we'll see what you can do. And if you can, that's great. Otherwise, you can just kind of show the work after you've put some time into it.
All right.
Cool. All right. I'm going to put everyone back on mute. We'll go for at least another half hour.
Cool. Camera. I've never done this.
You got it. Just focus on, it's all about moving your camera, your iPad, your computer, however you have it. And it looks like we got Sean Callahan here. Sean, are you here? Oh, there you are. All right.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just getting my workstation. I got a new
Perfect.
drafting table today and it's not set up, so
All right. Sounds good. Good.
I'm getting everything ready. I got it all out.
Oh, perfect. Excellent.
Yep. Okay.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mhm. Okay. Well.
Hey, everybody, in about 5 minutes, I'm going to put you in 2 breakout rooms, one of 3 and one of 2. In the breakout room, I want you to talk about the work that you worked on today, what your intentions are for taking it to next steps. If you need any suggestions, you want any feedback that we give, let's make sure it's positive, helpful, inspiring, and you can also share materials you're using and so forth. It's a good time to like really kind of focus in a small little niche group. So I'll let you know when we're going to go into that. I'm going to assign them right now, and we'll do that in about 5 minutes. So take the next couple of minutes to finish up any last marks you're making, any value changes, anything that seems critical. And then we'll go on pause and we'll have a little discussion. Everyone should have about 3 or 4 minutes to 5 minutes to share with their with their group. We'll give yourself about probably 15 minutes within the group. So for those of you who have 3, that'll be about 5 minutes each. For those of you in 2, that'd be 5, 6, 7 minutes each. So start thinking about what you can start wrapping up. Okay, you should see on your computer that you've got a breakout room to join. I'll send a note when you should be switching if you haven't switched.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going.
Sean, are you there? Hello, Sean? Are you there? Can you hear me?
This is Alfred. I can
Ah.
hear you.
Oh, Alfred, very good. were you able to join room number one?
I can't find a room here. I'm on my cell phone. I don't know how I do this. Breakout. Oh,
Yeah, I'm not sure on the phone. And then Sean, I saw you just pop back in.
Yes, I lost power, I'm afraid.
Okay, I'm going to
So
assign you to a breakout room where we're going to
Okay.
spend a few minutes sharing our work, going around with each other.
Okay. Am I
So
early or am I late?
you're about 2 minutes late, but it's okay.
No, I mean for the breakout room, am I a higher number or lower number?
You're going to be in room number 2.
All right, so I go second. Very good. Thank you.
You got it. All right, we got everyone in breakout rooms. They're having discussions about their own work. This part is off camera. It's a kind of nice place for like artists to connect with other artists without feeling the pressure of I'm there, being on camera, and to just have a little more intimate discussion about their work, their process, their successes, their challenges, their technique, their modality, their intention, and so forth. So going well. We got 6 people here from around the country. It's really exciting. And I'm continuing to work on my abstraction or my landscape and my abstraction. The abstraction's been quite fun, really getting messy and thick with it, which is exactly where I wanted to take it. Starting to develop the values and pushing aspects of it. At the same time, working on the landscape, pushing more into the foreground, allowing more dynamic energy to go through the whole thing. I like to go back and forth between a couple paintings sometimes, like an objective and a non-objective. I find is kind of exciting, makes my brain work in a good way. So we'll be doing breakout rooms for 10 more minutes, and then we'll be coming back. And like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be having an open studio 7-day intensive called Concept to Canvas. That's going to be happening March 17th to 23rd. And you can get more details by joining the Art Breakthrough Collective, where we'll be posting information and details about the whole 7-day course. And that's going to be open studio like this, but for 2-hour sessions, 7 days in a row. We're going to all start from nothing and make anywhere from 1 to 3, 4 pieces, depending on how you work. And then we'll have an online exhibition on Artsy to showcase our work, going from a process of ideation through experimentation and creating work that feels transformative and powerful with a message. So please join the Art Breakthrough Collective if you'd like more information on just regular open studio or more information on this upcoming workshop. All right, we got people coming back from breakout rooms. Hello, Beth.
Hi.
Okay, hello, Michael. Alfred, welcome back. Looks like we still got a couple more people popping in, possibly. Not sure. A few people seem to drop out. For those of you that are still here, Beth, Michael, Alfred, here comes Lifus and Margaret, Wayne. Excellent. Anybody want to do a share about what they got from today, what they accomplished with their work, what they learned from anybody else? Just raise your hand and I'll spotlight you, and you can share your work with the group or a concept, something that you got excited about. Anybody like to go first? All right, 1 second. Okay, I want you to please unmute and I'll pin you here.
This
Okay.
is my first time to do this with relative strangers, and I was a little nervous at first, but I really enjoyed it, and it was
Wonderful.
interesting. But we didn't get to see the last. I think his name is Sean. We didn't get to see his work. We timed
Oh,
out, but it was interesting to share our work with everybody else, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it immensely. It was Wayne. Do you have anything to add to it?
No, I thought it was great. It's interesting to see where everybody else is and what they're doing.
Yeah.
And what they're using.
Yeah.
wonderful. Well, I'm really happy you're both here. I hope you can join us again next week. Who else has some other?
I'd like to
Yes,
see
sir.
Sean's work if that's possible.
Sure, Sean, you want to go and do a share?
He's on mute.
Sean, can you hear me? All right, let's let him pause for a minute. Anyone else like to come forward, share their work, talk about something they learned? Michael.
I'll share. So I've been trying to do a similar drawing, like the same character. This was the one from
Michael, sorry to interrupt. You're sideways if you want to turn your camera.
Can you see me?
Nope, we lost you. There you are. Awesome.
Hello. Yeah, so this is the one from last week that I drew. This is it's fully dried now. It's in acrylics. I asked some feedback, and I guess maybe this one looks a little better than the new one over here, which is in oils.
Very different.
Yeah, are they? I can't tell for some reason. But yeah, just trying to do this similar type of character, and they both kind of came out differently. So yeah, I guess this one's pretty cool, and I like this one too. I just like the reflection off of the oils, but I also like the acrylics as well. So now it's a difficult decision, but I like them both.
Yeah, very good, Michael. Good job on, again, working on the same subject matter, building it out. It's like a different day in the life of the same character. And you know, oils and acrylics have such a different feeling of working with and ability to manipulate, and you know, color saturation. There's positives to each, so it's cool to go back and forth so you can kind of see how they both work.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it. Anybody else? Okay, Alfred. You're on. Yeah, there you go. Still on mute, it seems like.
Yeah, he's still on mute.
Can't hear you.
Got it.
There you go.
You got me?
Yes.
All right. I'm a hiker here in Arizona. I take photographs but I go by impression of the area as well. I've been working for the last few weeks, and today I jumped to pastel and a little bit of actually I think they're watercolor pencils. But I was working in colored pencil and pen before, and it was a photo I took in sort of a negative colored setting, but I was trying to, I don't know if you can see this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the original draft. I've worked on another draft, but today I came up with this, which is about, let me see if I can get the camera there.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. It's nice.
It's really
So,
nice to see the development again. You and Michael and Beth all working on very similar subject matter over and over again. It's great. The other one has so much white space. This one you're building in, you're creating more mass. What do you
yeah,
feel about the difference between the
I
two?
think jumping to the pastels helped, because I couldn't figure out my tonals on this with the photo, and the pastels actually just freehanding that actually helped me to put the tonals in there in the right way. So learning something.
Like you said, you're an experimental artist, so every day's got to be an experiment. Got to learn what you can learn.
Yep.
Pushing forward. Good job. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
You know what, team? I'm afraid I'm gonna have to jump. I'm on my own, I'm on crutches, and I got 3 things I have to take care of right now that have nothing to do with me and my painting. I apologize. I am
That's
available
all cool.
through the host. I really enjoyed seeing this. I enjoyed doing this, and I'll send an email back to everybody just saying thank you.
All right, that sounds good, Sean. We're glad you're here. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us. I know some people in your group didn't really get to see your work so much.
Oh, yeah, I'm
One thing I
disappointed. I'll
wanted
put
to
some up.
Yeah, one thing I want to add for you guys all, if you haven't joined the Art Breakthrough Collective, which is a Facebook group that I have, it's a place where you can post your work. There's also another group just for the Open Studio for people to post work, because the more, if you can post your work in progress, your work as it continues, and you can get feedback as we go. And thank you, Sean, for being
Awesome
here.
idea. Great idea.
All right,
Yeah, I
hang
like
on if you can. We'll just be a few more minutes. Lifus, you want to share?
She was open before.
No,
Okay.
There's somebody.
All right. This is got a lot of great feedback from the group.
Oh, cool.
I'm going to work on her eye placement a little bit. We'll raise them up some, and then continue on with what I've been doing with the color palette, kind of adding the broken color concept to it, and I'm going to brighten up her ear right here a little bit, so it's not quite the same color as on both sides. Give it a little more differentiation. That's kind of the input that I took away from everything. So
Lifus, I really enjoy the texture you're building in there, the modeling. It's giving a really like sweet feeling, kind of like puppy and koala bear same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's really nice. So yeah, keep pushing it. It's exciting to see that develop.
thank you.
I'd like to say he has a good memory for all the things everybody said.
Yeah,
That was
excellent.
really good.
Well, it's serious for me, so I take everything to heart, and I listen to any feedback that I get, and I pick and choose what I take, but I listen to it all.
Very good. Thank you, Lifus, for sharing. Really the best thing we can do, like Lifus said, is take as much feedback as you can from anybody, choose what you want, and make that your own, so that you can make the work as powerful as you want. You can go with your voice and your direction. So I also, we'll be getting back together next Wednesday, same time. The Wednesday after, the 19th, I believe it is, I won't be available. I have to go to a doctor's appointment about 5 hours from here. So I won't be around, but we'll do the week after. And so if you haven't joined the Art Breakthrough Collective, please do, and you get updates. And then also in March, on March 17th to 23rd, I'm going to be doing an Open Studio 7-day intensive called Concept to Canvas. And so it's going to be a 2-hour workshop every day. The cost is $185, 14 hours of time over the week. And during that time, it's going to be everyone starting from a blank canvas to create as much work as they can finish in 7 days to really push the envelope. And then we're going to talk from the ideation to the end about presentation and photographing your work. And then we'll have a follow-up Zoom. And then we'll have an online exhibition on Artsy where you can show the work that you completed in the 7-day period.
Mhm.
So there'll be more information about that, be posted in the Art Breakthrough Collective and my other social media platforms. But it's really a pleasure to have you all here. It really means a lot to see so many people come together from around the country and make art together. You know, it's a really just awesome experience. It's very enlivening, you know, this day and age to have like real-time art being made,
Mhm.
you know, from West Coast to East Coast to Midwest to South. It's just really, really cool. So thanks you all for taking the time, and I hope to see you next Wednesday.
Oh,
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Thank you.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye,
Take care.
everybody.
Bye.
Have a great
Bye-bye.
week.
Bye-bye.